Alright, so what I've got going on here is I'm setting this up now for the Dremel stand. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this over to you. It seems real nice. Seems kind of sturdy. You know, you have the simple base, you know, with the bolt in the back. And then you have, of course, the wire catch where it keeps everything organized. And then you have this, which actually fastens to it pretty nicely, you know. So as you can see, you've got the little wire clips there. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this apart because I've come up with a different idea on how to make this work better for me. So what I'm going to do, not worried about that, is I now have this 3-foot piece of black steel that I'm going to cut at 1 foot 6 inches. And with this process, I was originally going to use the stand, but I quickly realized that I think that this might be too big, and instead of trying to modify my tables, as you can see here that I've done for my chop sauces, I've already modified those, and I really don't want to feel like remodifying the desk area here where I'm going to place it. So what I had here, and I found it, was a 1/2 inch, just a simple screw in for this, and I found that it screws in, works great, bang, and you can just screw that right into your tabletop area, work area. And so on top of that, what I'm going to do is, you're wondering why I'm cutting this in half. Well, I bought this 3-way that slides on it. Alright, so when I cut this in half, I'm going to use this top part, and I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to fasten it through here, and after I fasten it back, I'll screw a screw back here with this here. It's the 7/32, and then I'm going to tap out the thread with the 1/4 and 20 on the bottom. And then I'm using these for wing nuts, and as you can see, those are right there. And the black tee is it just so you know, it's 3/4, 3/4 inch. And for me sawing, I'm just going to use, you could probably use a jigsaw, but I'm going to use this. I'm going to use some Bosch. It's metal. I don't feel like sitting here for 20 minutes trying to cut this black steel. Alright, so we'll see how this works out. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to mount this right up in here. Now, I feel like I've thought of everything, but I think I just might have missed something just now thinking about it. I think that you might have to get another piece or something for the end, but maybe I can screw that on with the plastic in there. Oh yeah, look at that. That'll work beautifully just like that. Okay, yeah, I could do that. I'll use the rubber cap that came with it, and I'm just going to slide it in there because it's really not going to have a whole lot of weight on it, but that'll just keep it enough from wiggling around in there. Just thought of that just now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug this guy in, because I didn't have him plugged in because I was doing the blade change just a bit ago. Alright, so first, boom. And now, as you can see, Just gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna do, you know, what I would consider a straight cut. Alright, and boom, it's cut. And I've got a grinder over here that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to grind off these edges just to make them a little bit smoother. Just for safety purposes, you know, no other reason. Just make sure I don't get cut with it, nobody else does. Take the tape, don't forget to take the tape off, it'll wind up being a mess, I think. Alright, that'll work for that one. Release that. See, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm just knocking off all these little metal burrs here. Sure you can see them like that, yeah. See, I already done that one, so that one already looks tons better. Again, it's nothing for, it's just aesthetics. Again, don't forget the tape. Keep forgetting the tape. I mean, again, you can just use like a hand file and you can just knock those off. That's just quicker and easier. I don't have to really think about it. So yeah, as I was saying, what's going to wind up happening with these items that we got here is I put this here. Alright, so this is going to slide in like this. And then you're going to have that attached to the bottom bracket that I showed you over here. Yeah, this is my first YouTube, so don't mind me, I'm a little bit nervous. Alright, so then you're going to have this going in here to lock it in. After I drill that hole, of course. You know, I got to drill the hole right there for it. But you'll just use a regular thumb flange here. Alright, and then after you do that, then you'll have this guy to screw in, which I'm not going to do it right now because, you know, I want to save that, you know. I don't want to try, I don't want, just make sure everything works good on it. And so then this, because this thing's actually pretty cool. It'll rotate, so you can rotate it to 90 degrees. Right, and then you lock this thing back in right here. Alright, so what happens is now you have this guy here, which remember that bolt that I dropped before? Yeah, that's it. It's down there. So this is going to sit like this, and that's going to mount on the table, and you'll be able to actually rotate this on the table, and then you'll actually be able to slide this on the same table, and this will increase your working area if you have the extra space. So I'm going to be mounting this over here. So I'm going to have, you know, I'll figure it out right in the middle of this desk here. And I'll have this whole little working area here. So, that is the beginning of my hack. See, there's a nut that I dropped. Alright. So then, next thing's next, so I'm going to go ahead and take this here. I'm going to put this in my good old-fashioned trusty red vise. clamp him down really good. You know, you're going to be doing some good little work on this here. Alright, so I've got this here. I think my other drill is inside. Well, shoot. Alright, so just ran aside real quick to get the other drill. So I'm using that metal tip that I had over there. Alright, so pretty much I'm just gonna kind of just judge middle here. Go kind of slow. There we go. And I'm actually using a smaller bit first. And when I get to so I use that, it's actually smaller than the other one that I had used, or that I'm going to use, because it's just, from what they say, it's just easier, whatnot. So I'm just kind of going with it. Alright, so a little kit here. Make sure you get the right one, the right bit. Get your pain in my butt. Alright, so let's go right here. Alright, so verifying is 14-20. And these are 14-20. All right. All right. So now we have created a thumb latch for hopefully this piece right here, which goes in beautifully. See, as you can see in here, now it goes through. All right. You all starting to get the picture now? So, again, I'm going to put this plastic piece inside there, screw it in tight, but that's in essence what you're looking at. And yeah, thumb latch it, tighten back down, there you go. Let's get it on the table and see what it looks like all put together. Alright, so we've got the base in place. Screwing this together here. Make sure that's nice and tight in there. Beautiful. Got this bad guy on here. Got this on here, screw him in just a wee bit. You know, I might actually go and get a, there's a coupler that I might actually be able to buy to make that tighter. Which I might actually need to do. So yeah, that seems pretty loose, that's not going to work. That's alright. There's a reducer you can go to Lowe's and pick up. And so yeah, what I'm looking for now put the silly nut back in here. Alright, so again, using all their same tools, or all their same items, we now have the Dremel. Sorry, I'm on selfie mode, and you know, and we can rotate it, as you can see. Just for visions. Here you go. And again, I'm gonna have to get a reducer for that because that's not tight enough. Right here, I'm gonna have to. I'll get a female to male This part being female, that part being male, so I'd have to get that to this, or figure something else out. But I think that that is a pretty good idea as far as what I was looking for. Again, I thought I had the right part, and I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I'm sure as soon as I get that piece, we'll be looking good. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.